Guess what? I have an ergonomic chair to review. It's the FlexiSpot C7 Air Pro, and cutting right to the end of the chase, here it is. Don't worry, I'm going to unbox it and set it up in a moment, right here at this timestamp. But first, I want to cover a couple of things that, trust me, are very relevant and will affect your consideration of my review and your eventual buying decision. Firstly, why do I want an ergonomic chair? And hey, do I even want one? So, here's more information about me than you probably want to know. Firstly, I have recurring lower back pain. It happens when I forget that brushing my teeth is a potential danger zone. Stoop too low over the sink and bam, my back's gone. And I can look forward to 4 or 5 weeks of intense pain. And I do mean intense, at least in the first week or two before things get better. Of course, I've been to the doctor. He prescribed this. And a course of physiotherapy exercises, both of which were and are good. And I self-prescribed this. I don't need it so much for walking, which will be very slow, more for resting every couple of dozen steps and getting out of my sofa. Enough of that. My secondary reason that some of you will know is that 3 months ago I was riding my bicycle stupidly fast downhill. I fell off and broke 7 ribs, 3 of them in 2 places, and enjoyed 5 nights in hospital as a result, getting my pneumothorax drained. I don't recommend it. I'm almost recovered now, but it's still uncomfortable to sit at my desk for a full day's work. So, to be sensible, an ergonomic chair would definitely be something to try. And, as things happened, FlexiSpot offered me the C7 Air Pro for review. I didn't ask for it, but I featured their E7 Pro sit-stand desk previously, and I like it a lot. So I took up their suggestion. Will I like the C7 Air Pro a lot too? I won't really know until I've used it over a period of time, but I'm ready to try. And today I can tell you a few things about it. One more thing about me, as if, I would use this chair for work and music production. I'm not a gamer, so I can't give you anything from that perspective. The other information you need is that FlexiSpot makes ergonomic chairs, which you know. A wide range of ergonomic chairs, each of this wide range having multiple options. You don't know yet how wide and how many options. I'm going to throw this over to you. There's a link in the description for you to check out and see which model and which options look best to you. Oh, and the options seem to be different depending where in the world you are. I've been playing with my VPN, as you might guess. The model I have is the C7 Air Pro in grey, with the mesh covering rather than foam. It's complicated. Okay, it's time for the unboxing and setup. I'm not the world's best expert in assembling stuff like this, so I'll speed things up a bit and take just a minute of your time. Here we go. That actually was fairly straightforward. I turned up my patience dial to the max and read the instructions carefully at each stage. And hey, I didn't make any mistakes, and at no point did I have to seriously backtrack. I'm going to say that the instructions are clear, but they could be clearer. Bigger would be good for a start. Colour photographs would be a great next step improvement. But if I'm okay, then you'll be okay, and you only have to do it once. What I'll do now is show you the range of adjustments this chair has. You can go to the FlexiSpot YouTube channel and see more polished demonstrations, but I think my goofy fumblings are maybe a little more real world. So this is me. Clearly, I need to stay off the pies, but I'm nowhere near the £300 limit this chair can accommodate. I'm thinking of that as a target. Anyway, let's get on with it. I'll have a go with the headrest and see what kinds of positions I can get it into. Okay, the armrests, they go up and down. They go front and back. And they twizzle. One thing I found was that I really have a favourite position for the armrests, and every time I sit in the chair, they'll just twizzle accidentally. They don't go up and down accidentally, and they don't really very much go forwards and backwards accidentally. But I would have preferred a method to be able to lock them in place once I've found my ideal position. But that's just me. So let's try reclining in this chair. No, this is not a comedy video. This is me being serious. And once you're in a good position, you can lock it in place. Now, there's a turny handle thing underneath the chair. The manual is not very clear on this. It says, and I quote, "This handle rotates to control the degree of recline." It's not the recline of the chair back, because I've just demonstrated that. And is it the recline of the seat cushion? Well, I couldn't seem to get any difference with it. What I do think, and I might just be imagining this, is it controls the tension of the recline of the chair back. So I'm going to try and demonstrate this. And this is what I think. You're watching the video, what do you think? Anyway, when you've got a good position, you can lock it in place. The seat cushion goes forwards and backwards, and this is a good thing because the more adjustments you can get, the better it's going to be as an ergonomic chair. It's a little difficult to demonstrate because, as you can see, the casters are moving at the same time as the chair cushion. I think Newton's law has something to say about this, doesn't it? Now, the lumbar support. Lumbar support is a good thing, and my back definitely needs it. You can make it flexible so the amount of support depends on how much pressure you put on it. Or you can find your good place and lock it in position, which would be my preference, I think. Obviously, as an ergonomic chair, this chair is going to go up and down. And here it is going up and down. It's easier to get it to go down than to go up. But it works fine. This is the optional footrest, so you can buy a version of this chair without the footrest if you don't think you'll need it. But if you see yourself relaxing in this chair, obviously the footrest is a very good thing to have. So there we have it. Let's take it for a spin. I think you can see what this chair does. I did, I'm afraid, forget to film the chair's forward tilt adjustment for the seat. So many adjustments, so little brain. A lot of what you might like or not like about this chair will come down to personal opinion. So what I'm going to say is my opinion, and based on having just now set up the chair and a couple of days of actual use. What I think in 3 months may be a different matter, but I don't know. Everything's good. What it is, the range of adjustment, headrest, armrest, footrest, all good. Forwards and back, 6 centimetres is useful. Maybe a greater range would be more useful, but I'd just be guessing. For the height adjustment, the range isn't massive, but I could get it to go both too low and too high for my requirements, then find the right height. So for me, there's a good enough range. Now, the not so good points. Lumbar support clearly is important in an ergonomic chair. I found the support good, and the option to have it flexible or fixed is good. My issue is that it's a little too low down for me, and the vertical position isn't adjustable. I'm 6'2", if that helps, which is at the top of the recommended 5'5" to 6'2" range. 165 to 188 centimetres if you prefer, according to a handy online calculator. It isn't by any means a deal breaker, but if FlexiSpot were to add just one more adjustment to this chair, this would be it. Now, the reclining feature. this will be good for people who want to use it. I don't think I would myself. I have an IKEA Pohang chair for reclining. But what I do have an issue with is that the chair doesn't go far enough forward. When I'm working at my desk, sitting in an upright position, my back doesn't contact the chair's back, and therefore I'm not getting any support. Or at least support is a little further back than I'd like it to be. Also, in this position, my head doesn't contact the headrest. Maybe my understanding of ergonomics is lacking, but this is my lay person's opinion. Of course, different people are different. If you like to work at your desk in a laid-back position, man, this will be fine. But I like my posture to be vertical, and that position is best for my lower back pain issue. Your mileage may vary on this, and I'm just saying, very personally, what I think. So, do I have a conclusion? Yes, this chair is easy enough to assemble. The range of adjustment is mostly good, with the small exceptions, for me, that I've noted. The build quality seems good. You can go on the FlexiSpot website and research the durability guarantees, and it's good that they give this information, and the specifications are very detailed. So, I hope that my perspective on the C7 Air Pro is useful to you, but of course you should consider other reviews. And the FlexiSpot website is a mine of information on what this chair does and what it can do for you. Oh, back to this. This is where I make my irritating unboxing music. I'll give one more mention to the FlexiSpot E7 Pro sit-stand desk, which I like a lot. FlexiSpot sent me this stuff, but other than that, and any affiliate links, there's no payment involved, and I can say what I like, and I've said it. You'll find links and any currently available discount codes in the description. There is a return policy if you don't like the chair. It's a bit complicated, but it's a good reassurance to have. You might be wondering why I'm not using my FlexiSpot chair right now. Well, I'm upstairs in my house, and with my ribs still healing, this chair is too heavy for me to risk taking it up, even with help. Stay healthy, and see you soon.